Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a huge episode of Pulse. I will tell you why in a second, but I would just like to apologize for being quite unprofessional at the end of last week's show. Tucker, I know you chewed me out after that one. I'm sorry once again to anybody I may have turned off to the show. It's really not how I'm supposed to be behaving on here. So,
and you know, just to bring one last thing up, you insulted Ivan.
I don't know how I insulted him. Well, because I said that everybody belongs in the Southern Stench.
Yeah. People like Ivan, really?
I would like to apologize specifically to Ivan. He's been nothing but kind to me and my entire family, but it was in the heat of passion that I said what I said. I don't take it back, but I am sorry.
Well, okay.
It makes sense if you think about it, but you may be wondering why Damien's out here. Well, Tucker, we already had this conversation. You were okay with it. You signed off on it. Joe Crusoe is now the world champion. You just somehow decided to take Jacob's rematch away from him. But Jacob...
He signed off for it. His decision.
I still find it a little bit wrong. And Jacob will have a shot to earn a rematch because I can't come up with the paperwork out of nowhere to give it back to him since you decided to make it binding. But every single member of the order that Joe Crusoe has beaten down, betrayed, and stuck the knife in their back and twisted it is going to have the opportunity to go one-on-one here tonight. And if they win their match, they will become the #1 contender to the world title. It could be none. It could be all four of them. We'll have to see what happens, but the first match is going to be Damien versus Salvaje. If Damien wins, he gets a title shot at Requiem. If Seraph wins this match later, he also will get a title shot at Requiem, and so on and so forth for Typhon and Jacob. Tucker, you were okay with this? Do you have any reason why? I expect a little bit more fight from you on this.
I don't think they're going to win.
So you just think that this is going to be a cakewalk? What if all of them win tonight, and we have basically what would probably amount to be a 4-on-1 massacre of Joker? So sure, they're going to have to fight amongst each other to see who the champion would be, but I don't like Joe's chances in that kind of match. Do you?
Yeah, well, it's a 1-4 really, in that case. So. Is what it is.
I'm not sure if the math is adding up for anybody, but we'll have to see what happens. Damien starts the match off hot with a corkscrew uppercut. He's got Salvaje. Salvaje's very quick. I was going to say quick and fast. Yeah, he's quest. Why not? Nice neck breaker by Salvaje. Good counter. And you know, whoever's fighting each member of the order doesn't necessarily get a world title shot. That's not what the matches are about. But you got to think, if they can knock off the order, they earn themselves another shot at something in the future. I mean, that's pretty impressive in and of itself. I'm sure you'll be happy with whoever does that. Are you gonna add them to the House of Haas if they beat the order?
Well, I mean, if the House of Haas is just you want to join.
Well, I thought you'd be more trying to cut some deals with these guys.
Well, maybe, but you know, we'll see what happens. See what I decide.
Hearing you say we'll see what happens, it makes me very nervous inside, because I've seen what happens when people decide to take your advice. It's not pretty, but Damien with a very pretty.
It may not be, you know, pretty, but it gets the job done. So.
Damien rolls through. Oh, look at this brilliant pin maneuver here. 1, 2. Oh, he got his shoulder up somehow. The referee called that a 2 count. It looked like he had him pinned for more than 3. But Salvaje has another chance at life here.
Yeah, it could have just been the angle.
Gonna have to see a replay of that, Marilyn. Get that cooked up in the production booth. Nice moonsault, got a cover. And we got a kick out by Damien. Not gonna even take a chance at letting that go more than one. Salvaje giving the ref a little lip and giving Damien a little elbow now. He's getting him back up. Shots to the gut. Well, it's Salvaje, could be lower than the gut. Short counter. Damien drops down. Salvaje on his hands. Handspring into a backflip head scissors. Fantastic maneuver. Damien should have seen that coming. Savage one getting him up now. Surprisingly clean affair so far. I didn't expect that. These two are on the apron. This is a dangerous place to be. This is not where you want to be if you're Salvaje. Up in the air and down on the apron. Back first on that unforgiving part of the ring. Oh, and then right into the barricade with that very same spine. Damien's looking pretty impressive so far. Salvaje had some chances at offense, but this is Damien's matchup. And I've noticed Damien now has got that face paint on that Jacob has been wearing. Is this like a sign of solidarity between the order? We'll have to see what Seraph and Typhon come out with. You know Jacob's going to have his face paint, well, most likely. 6 count. Salvaje trying to get back in the ring in time. Damien, though, comes charging at him. Salvaje just clipped the referee with his foot. That can't be intended. Damien with a springboard. Misses his target. Salvaje out of the way and comes back with a nice uppercut. Referee holding his throat. I think that's where Salvaje got him, right in the throat. Okay, right into the, yeah, that's it. Right in the handbag. Taz shout out, and we could have it right here. Oh, 1 count by Damien kicking out there. After a low blow, Salvaje cannot have expected that. The fans are viciously booing Salvaje, which is seems to be habit. Uh-oh, we got here rocker dropper on the inside of the ring. He did that on the outside of the ring. Damien trying to come back in this after a shot below the belt. Got some forearms, gets him down. And Damien with a nice sling blade takedown. He's going up top. We know he can fly. You know very well that he can fly. He made his money in the order on this with a corkscrew moonsault. My God. That looked like he landed a little bit, you know, Salvaje-like. Oh, he's got him down. He's got his hand locked. He's got the crossface locked in. Shades of a former legendary in some aspects wrestler, and he's got Salvaje near the middle of the ring. Salvaje is trying to survive. Is he going to tap out? Is he going to be able to make it? He's crawling. He's crawling his way towards the ropes. Oh, he's very close, and he's got the ropes. Just has to break it. Damien, though, you don't usually see a submission out of him. He's got him up. Scoop Salvaje up. Into a Michinoku driver. Very nice maneuver. What's he got in mind? I'm surprised he didn't go for a pin. He is. Oh, excuse me.
He's close to the edge of the ropes, though. 1, 2.
2 counts, not in 3 counts. Salvaje hangs on, and Damien's going to have to try a little bit harder if he wants a shot at Joe at Requiem. Damien's telling him to get up. He's got something in mind. Salvaje needs to be on his A game. He needs to watch out. I don't know if he sees this coming, though. The all falls down. That's got to be it. There's not many people I've known who's kicked out of that. And he surveys the damage, hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. That's a 3 count. We've got 1 man already in the title match against Joe Crusoe, and that's Damien. So right now, as it stands, Tucker, it's a one-on-one match. It's Damien versus Joe for the championship. That's going to be a fantastic match if that sticks. Or we got 3 more chances to add somebody to the party. Are you excited for this?
We'll see what happens.
You don't sound too excited for it, but I'm going to make up for the excitement for both of us. See some highlights here. I believe we did see the kick out. It did look like it was a good kick out at 2. You were right. It was the camera angle. But Damien, interestingly enough, we touch on it all the time because it's a little shocking that we know Damien now is more of a tag team specialist, but he was in the very first ever CME World title match, one-on-one against Jackson Montgomery. So he has the pedigree, he has the credentials, and he's got the ability to pull off a huge shocker on Joe Crusoe at Requiem if this stands, but that all falls down. Did it for Damien in this one. But we're getting the party started. In our main event tonight, Typhon is going to be going one-on-one with Mitchell Peterson. That's a match I'm looking forward to. Even without the stipulation, that's just a match I'd love to see. Jacob Harper is going to be taking on one half of the Natural Perfection, Jason Adams. And up next, Seraph is going to be taking on Pierce. Tucker, you're going to be the biggest Pierce fan in the world coming up.
Never thought I'd see the day.
Well, we are back now. This is an all-order show, pretty much. So you're going to be hearing this song a whole hell of a lot. It's been I don't know, about 3 weeks, I believe, since Spring Loaded. You know, give or take a week. And that's the last time we saw Pierce getting, I don't want to say booed out of his hometown, but certainly not as appreciated as Jackson was. You think Pierce is going to have a little chip on his shoulder going into this one? I mean,
I hope not.
You hope not. Now that's a very interesting statement. I would have said, probably for you, you should hope he does. Pierce goes into this match with a chip on his shoulder. He's going to try to steamroll Seraph early.
I don't know. I don't think it's wise to try to exert so much effort like that. so early.
You prefer Pierce to go in with more of a clear head and focus more?
Yes, I think you need to when you're fighting somebody in the order.
Interesting. I mean, that makes sense to me.
What was the old Mitt Romney campaign? Clear eyes, full heart, can't lose, or whatever.
Was that Mitt Romney? Pretty sure that was Al Pacino.
And there was also some football thing. I don't know. All I know is that the Romney campaign liked to say that over and over again.
Well, I guess Mitt Romney couldn't heed his own advice. But Pierce, though, hopefully for your sake, does, and for Joe's sake. Because I don't know if Joe really wants to add to the odds right now. Keep it one-on-one, I think he'll have a good shot, like you say. But any more than that, it's going to be tough for your boy. I'm all fine with that. But we already know some screws are loose when it comes to the CME World Champ. So the more tightened those screws are, the better for everybody, I think.
For everybody?
Look, I've already seen what Joe's capable of when he's insane. He's almost ruined this company on numerous occasions.
Name the times he's almost ruined the company.
I just want to call the match.
Oh no, you're throwing shade. I gotta hear it.
Joe Crusoe is a scumbag. Okay, he claims.
And Bryce Phoenix isn't.
Bryce Phoenix at least owns the fact that he's a scumbag. I've never heard Joe Crusoe once at least admits that he is somewhat insane. There's no way he deserves 75 title matches only to finally get the one title shot last week and have it succeed. Seraph is going on the top rope, by the way, so just in case you're wondering if you're watching the match. You know what? You want me to throw all partiality out the window, but I'm not going to. I'm going to try and call this one as professionally as I can. Joe Crusoe is our world champion. I acknowledge that. Oh, Seraph, nice knee to the head. Seraph still has that towel across his head. He hasn't even taken it off. He's trying to end this one quick, I think.
Looks like it.
Pierce is going to have to get himself back in this one. Nice Russian leg sweep. I've noticed the orders so far have had varying messages written on their gear. Do you have anything to say about that? Seems to be in regards to Joe Crusoe. If not,
I don't have the years of him anymore, so I don't know.
Oh, so have they completely blackballed you, or have you blackballed them?
We haven't talked.
Well, the Order clearly have their own agenda now. That's completely separate from Joe Crusoe, Bryce Phoenix, anybody's influence. Seraph's got Pierce up on his shoulders now. Electric chair into that elbow. That could knock him straight out cold. Is he going to go for a pin? No, he's not.
No.
Seraph hoisting him up. He's got something else in mind. Seraph, oh, he's going for the Black Thunder Bomb, and he hits the Black Thunder Bomb. Pierce has not even come out of the gates at all. I don't think he's even hit a move yet. And we've got another cover. 1, 2. Wow. What the hell happened to Pierce? More importantly, maybe we need to pay some more attention to Seraph. He just steamrolled Pierce in about a minute. I'm just as shocked as you are, but it's now a triple threat match for the title at Requiem. Damien, Seraph, and Joe all going for the CME World title. You still liking Joe's chances? I'll take that as a yes. Seraph, though, celebrating his very commanding victory, and that's something that armchair psychologists are going to be going over for days, ladies and gentlemen. What the hell just happened to Pierce, and what has gotten into Seraph? I think we can guess what's gotten into Seraph, but coming up next, let's see if anything can get into one of these two men in their match coming up. I don't think I got to ask you, Tucker, who you got in this one.
Well, I mean, hell, it's Jason Adams.
Yeah, you've been pretty adamantly on the side of the natural perfection, even going back when they fought the Cold Warriors. And the Cold Warriors are your boys, but you still gave natural perfection some props. So now that he's going up against the Order, I think it's safe to say you got Jason Adams in this one.
Oh, well, no doubt.
Typhon and Mitchell Peterson is going to be coming up next, and that is our main event. And look, I'm super excited for that matchup. It is the main event after all. It's the first time we're seeing Mitchell since he fought Myers. But this match intrigues me arguably the most. I mean, you've got the former world champion Jacob Harper, who lost the title last week, and he's going to have to earn his rematch, which is unorthodox to say the least. And then we've got Jason Adams, who's trying to prove himself as a singles competitor while his tag team partner is hurt. And, you know, we've discussed giving him a shot at the TV title. If he can knock off Jacob Harper, former world champ, I think he's got it.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, he's got that right locked up.
And proven himself potentially as a main eventer in the world title scene in the future. I mean, Jason Adams has it all, ladies and gentlemen. Jacob Harper has shown that he's had two, maybe not all the time, because he's prone to, you know, some lapses in judgment. But
for the most part, he's got his head right on.
This is going to be a very intriguing matchup, no matter who you're rooting for, no matter whose side you're on. It's technical wrestling versus high flying. Two styles that usually don't go together are going to mix here tonight. Jacob meets him halfway up the ramp, though. The match has not officially started yet. Jason Adams welcomed him up the ramp, but maybe rethinking that now. Jacob coming out of the gate strong. You got to think that he's a little bit upset about what happened last week and the fact that he has to be in this matchup for the #1 contendership for the title. Jacob and Jason brawling on the rampway. That's a dangerous fall there. We've seen people take tumbles off that willingly and unwillingly. Nice scoop slam on the ramp. No give, ladies and gentlemen. We have mats at least to, you know, make it slightly safer on the ringside area, but there's nothing up here. And Jason almost flew off the side of the ramp. Jacob and Mr. Adams are dancing on a tightrope right now.
It's feel bad, quick.
Oh, he gets him away from the edge of the ramp and throws him into the video screens instead. I don't know how much money we have in reserves after referees' entrance at isolated incident, so we got to save some up. Jacob's going to the ring now. Jason is following swiftly. I don't know if Jacob had the mind games trying to play right now, but he's got the high ground. Oh, Jason's going for higher ground.
Quick. Oh, no.
Sweeps the legs out from underneath him, and Jacob kicks him right in the back. Springboard, senton bomb. They're finally in the ring, and Jacob has the upper hand.
Man, he's already calling for something big.
Jason's getting up. Bell's rung. This match has officially started, even though these two have been fighting for a minute or two. Nice flash into the corner with the forearm. Jacob going for a quick cover, early cover. One. Ooh, just a one. Still early, obviously, but Jason put down for a 1 count. See if we can get back in this Jacob, though. Jacob is controlling this thing from the get-go. Elbows right to the top of the head. Now, we've seen when Jacob was a member of Air Force, which seems like a year and a day ago, because it actually kind of was. When Natural Perfection and Air Force were battling for the tag team titles, they've locked up, but ever since then, it's pretty much been, they've been separate. So this is a fresh matchup, essentially. Jacob Harper's a brand new person.
Well, yeah, basically. You could almost wager that Jason Adams might even be a new person.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. I can see that reasoning. I mean, not just because he's a singles wrestler coming from a tag team, but Natural Perfection have just come a long way in general. Jason hooks the leg, beautiful T-bone suplex. Now he's going to try and get back in this with his wrestling ability. If anybody can do it, it's Jason Adams. Roll through, wrestling roll through on the ring. That's just making Jacob a bitch right now. That's all that is.
When they go low, you go lower.
Oh, he's going low, all right. He's going lower the back, just sitting down on it in this half Boston crab. This affects your entire lower body right now. And Jacob, he's got nowhere to crawl, but he turns it over, kick, boot right to the face.
I mean, that's all he can really do, but the damage is already kind of done.
Oh, and there's even more right there. The way Jason avoided that shot, I don't think Jacob even saw it coming. Going for another half Boston crab. Oh, no, he's not. Spikes the leg right into the mat. Good Lord. And Jacob's coming just 1 week removed from a hell of a title match where they put it all on the line. So hopefully he had some R&R during the week to recover for this one. Because if I'm going up against Jason, I'm going to try to be 100%. You're going to pretty much need to be. Jason had him in a front face lock, though. Pushes him off, gets him up again in a T-bone suplex. And now Jason Adams has taken control from Jacob Harper. Jason running around him. I'm trying to figure out what he's going to do next, but he's got Jacob pretty grounded, so he's got time. Roll through, beautiful roll through, but the feet were on the ropes. And every time I see somebody do that roll through, oh, wait a minute, Jacob with planting him face first into the mat, but sends Jason to the outside, and oh my God, I can't keep track. Jacob just throws himself outside with his suicide dive. He caught Jason, but how much damage did Jacob do to himself?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, it looks like we might have our answer in a dragon screw leg whip. His head just collided with the barricade. That's not going to bode well for Jacob. And this is not going to certainly bode well for Jacob. German suplex on the outside. Got it locked. Got another one.
I don't know about any of this. I don't know how any of these people are still going after the things we've seen today.
What do you mean?
Just, wow, they don't look, they're not overtly painful. I don't know, just looking at some of the things. Oh, well, we're about to see something incredibly painful.
My God, no, my God.
See,
elbow drop right to the back.
We've seen a lot of jumps off the top rope, but that looked like it hurt.
No, I mean,
that's what I mean. Like the moves we've seen today in this match.
I mean,
wow,
it started off on the ramp too. Like, look at this scoop slam on the outside. I mean, Jacob's taking some serious falls with this German suplex on the outside, throwing himself out there. It's not looking too good for Jacob right now, but if he can get one big move to come back on Jason, I think he might have a chance, because Jason's taking some punishment too. And he's going to take another chance going up top. This is not going to be good for anybody. Oh my God, he's dead. He's dead. Jacob tried to catch him in air with a drop kick, and he got missiled in the face with a drop kick by Jason. He is done. He is absolutely done. Oh, and he's going to add to it right now, going for that perfect 10 pump handle. Got him up. Jacob has no idea where he is, but I can tell you where he is. Back first, on the mat, hook the leg.
5 ropes, 1, 2, 3.
Oh my God, Jason Adams wins.
Well, there you go. At least I got one.
You and
one under the litter.
Caught a break, and unfortunately, it's the former CME World Champ that's not going to be able to get a title shot at Requiem.
Yeah, well, he's the one who signed it away, so his fault.
Well, still, as it stands, triple threat match, Damien versus Seraph versus Joe Crusoe. And let's see some highlights at the end of this match. Jason got planted face first, managed to escape to the outside, and that's where everything unraveled from here for Jacob. German's on the outside. It's a shame we're not going to be able to see that drop kick on the replay, because holy shit, that drop kick was insane. And that's all she wrote. You know what? Jason Adams wins. Can we make it official now? Jason, number one contender for the TV title?
I like that. I like how that sounds.
So Myers Posey, if you're listening, which I don't even know if you are at this point, you will be defending your television championship at Requiem against Jason Adams. That's a match I've been waiting to see for a while. Do you like Jason's chances going up against a beast like Myers? I think if anybody can do it, it's him. Just out wrestle him. Run circles around him. That's all I'm asking for. But up next, we're going to be asking for a great match from these two. Well, Tucker, this is our main event. Let's say Mitchell Peterson pulls off what I would consider a huge upset. I'm not saying Mitchell's bad, but it's Typhon. Come on. Let's say if Mitchell beats Typhon, would you be satisfied going into a triple threat match with Seraph and Damien? If you're Joe Crusoe, which pretty much...
I mean,
you're his manager,
I'd be more satisfied with that than if Typhon wins.
Yeah, because Typhon, I believe, is the tipping point in this whole thing. Even if Jacob had won and it was like 3-on-1 pretty much, which it's not going to be a handicap match, but you got to think the order's just out for revenge at this point. Let's say it's Jacob, Seraph, and Damien going up against Joe. It's bad enough. But if Typhon's in there, even if it was 1-on-1, if everybody had lost their matches tonight and Typhon wins, and it's Typhon versus Joe Crusoe 1-on-1, I think I would be scared if I was Joe. Because
Typhon's a beast.
He's come close before. In matches, if he wins tonight, it'll be a Fatal 4-Way match for the world title. And we've seen Typhon and Joe in a Fatal 4-Way match for the world title before. Typhon almost won the CME World Championship. Now that I think about it, that match happened at Resolution, very first day of this year. It was Typhon, Joe Crusoe, Lewis, and Joel. Yeah, now that I think about it, do you think that's where this whole thing started unraveling with the order? Or do you still stand your ground on that one, that it was just business, it was just for the championship?
It's purely business.
You still think so? You don't think Typhon and Joe, getting at it a little bit for the title might have burned some bridges there?
I mean, it might have burned it for them, but he just did it just because he needed the title. So
it's consistent and it makes sense knowing Joe Crusoe, but just throwing that out there. Now that I actually think about it in my head, it makes sense to me too. Mitchell Peterson, though, you think he's got a chance to beat Typhon? We've seen what he's done against Myers Posey. And he almost did it.
He's no sloucher.
I can't say, I mean, I expected him to take Myers to the limit, but I didn't expect him to take him to the limit, if you know what I mean. I mean, he really gave Myers Posey the fight of his life at spring-loaded for the TV title. Didn't succeed. Ended up a bloody mess. He looks great now. He didn't look this good at the end of that match. He was a wreck. And honestly, if it was up to me, he would have been sitting on the sidelines a little bit. He wanted to come back soon. And he's hyped up. Look at how energetic he is coming to the ring. He's just happy to be back. He's in the ring now. Not wasting any time. Typhon's coming in. He's waiting for Typhon. He's telling him to come on. I don't know if I'm Mitchell Peterson, I'm not telling Typhon to bring it on. But he's doing it. And we're starting this one off already with a crossbody. This kid is incorrigible. He's running all over the place like a madman.
Jumping over his limp corpse already.
And now a jumping elbow drop. He's starting this one off like a house on fire. Oh no, he's got him up. And a fallaway slam.
He was immediately holding his elbow though. I wonder if...
Oh man, chop block by Typhon. Just one way to get him down. But Mitchell Peterson, I saw him holding his elbow, but he still had enough strength. Oh my God, what a kick to the head. He countered Typhon's sidewalk slam. Oh, not on the outside, not on the outside. This is unbelievable. Typhon is a 7-foot tall, 300+ pound man that's being picked up like he's nothing. Oh, Mitchell, you got to pay attention here. Typhon's right behind you, and a shot to the kidney. His head smacks against the TV monitor. Oh my God, deadlifting him. You want to talk about strong? This is strong right here with that gut wrench. It's probably, like I said, the Jacob Harper-Jason match technically sounded like a very intriguing. It was a great match. But this is the main event purely because I don't know if we're going to have a ring left after these two are done.
It's quite possible we might have it see it broken again.
I didn't expect the table to be busted up this soon, but we might not have an announce desk, so it's probably a good call having this one go on last. Typhon with that military press slam now.
It was Typhon, wasn't it? That broke the ring?
Yeah, Typhon and Adam, so mostly Adam.
Yeah, Typhon and Adam, but yeah, still.
Spikes him down. Look at that. Face first, he just sent him down. He's going for another one here. Is he going to do it again? And he does it again.
I'm just saying this guy's got a track record of breaking shit, so.
To say the least of breaking. He breaks a lot of his opponents, too. Mitchell, though, counters whatever that choke was by Typhon, and now he's got him up again with a fall-away slam. I am blown away that he's coming out this strong. After you got to think a rust might have set in after a few weeks after his match against
Call him to get up. I thought.
Oh, elbows him across the head.
Doesn't matter.
I guess it was smart. It did work.
One.
Oh, just a 1 count. Gonna have to do more to put Typhon down. I don't know. I would put Typhon up there with Ivan in terms of toughest guys in the company. Mitchell is still, he's getting the fans on his side right now, and they're going crazy for him, actually. Nice shoulder tackle off the second rope. He is just on fire, ladies and gentlemen. If this is NBA Jam, I would be going even crazier than I already am. Nice suplex. I'm surprised he didn't go for a cover, but he probably knows that it's not going to get a 3 count, so he's getting him up instead. Dumps into the apron. Typhon has just not been able to really do anything, and now he gets him up in a suplex from the apron. You got to be loving this inside. I mean, I've never taken you for a huge Mitchell fan, but if he wins, he's doing you a huge favor.
Oh, no doubt.
Nice count.
Might have to see if I can get him on my side.
I don't know about that. The House of Hospital is already pretty intimidating to me personally running the company, but to everybody else with Mitchell on his side, but Typhon grabs him by the ears and just chucks him. Oh no. Now the big man's starting to get going. I say big man, they're both big men, but the bigger man. So down with a scoop and a slam. Typhon going up top. This is not something you see too often here, but he's going to pull out anything he can to get the momentum back, and he hits a huge splash off the top rope. Still hoists him up. Didn't go for the pin after that one, which is surprising, but cracks him across the skull with a headbutt. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Just a 2 count. Mitchell barely survives in this one. And
I was holding my breath.
Mitchell's fighting for 3 here. Himself, you, and Joe. Oh, throws him so hard that he flew out of the ring. He's holding his leg. Mitchell's holding his leg, and that's not going to bode well for his chances in this one. Typhon is going up top. This could be a mistake, or it could be the best move he's ever made. And it was a huge mistake. His knees just hit the apron on the way down. That's not good. That's not good for anybody. That's not good for me, for Typhon, for the doctors backstage, because he could be very badly injured. Oh no, Mitchell's got him right against the wall. Do I think? Oh my God, no! Yeah, once again, this is a great call putting this one on last. Oh my God. I'm starting to think we just got to give Mitchell another shot at some title. Just make up a title for him to fight for, because this guy...
So we can call Otto back. He's probably got some old titles hanging around.
A real championship. Not to slight the legend Otto, but, you know, come on.
Well, I mean, you have control of them, so...
I have him. The last thing I want to do is look at him. But Mitchell Peterson is fighting like a champion right now. He's got Typhon crawling. How many times can you say that Typhon is crawling, trying to get to his feet?
When you got a guy like Mitchell Peterson.
Look at these shots. Oh, no, not into the wall. Right into the barricade. I got to say, I didn't expect this, but I think Mitchell might win this one. Typhon is just out on his feet. He doesn't even know where he is, I don't think. Oh, no, what's Mitchell going for here? He's near the table. He's going towards the chairs. I'm not
something
sure.
in mind? Oh, no.
A part of me thought he was going for one of those chairs. That wouldn't be right. Oh, no. Boom right to the head. Mitchell Peterson took just that split second trying to figure out what to do next. It cost him now. Typhon's in the ring. And Typhon's leaving the ring. He just seems to be breaking the count.
I mean, that's the last thing I want to see right now.
Is a count out?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. No. He's got him up. Oh, Jesus.
Yes, my child?
That was the most vicious powerbomb I may have ever seen in professional wrestling. And a choking STO just sweeps the leg out. I am genuinely concerned. Did you see how hard that powerbomb was on the table?
I mean, his head, yeah. His head also bumped off the monitor.
It's not good. That's not. He hasn't really moved. Well, he's moving now, very slowly, very gingerly, and now Typhon, like nothing happened, is in control again. And he breaks the count again. He's got something really devious in mind.
Something with that table. I don't know why.
No, not again. Not a. No! He did it on the monitor.
Again?
No, that time was back first. That was straight impact onto the monitor.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I think Mitchell might be regretting what he's done here tonight, which was put up a hell of a fight. But Typhon is about to put him through an in and out stable. Oh, my God. And the monitor was right there. This is, I don't know if this is awesome. This is merciless is what it is. This is the slaying of a promising young rookie. And this could be a sign for what's to come for Joe Crusoe. Because I don't think Typhon's losing this match now. We got an 8 count. Typhon does not want the referee to count him out. He's just knocking the ref down. He does not want this count to go to 10. He's telling Mitchell to come back in. Is Mitchell going to be able to do it? 9 count. Typhon is just, he's feeling good about himself. He's at a 9. It's a count out. Look, if I'm...
My God.
If I'm a reasonable human being, there's no way Mitchell Peterson was able to get back in the ring, even if it was a 20 count. Those power bombs were the most violent thing I've ever seen in my entire life, and I've seen a lot of violent stuff. I've watched a lot of Myers Posey matches. Myers Posey wishes he could powerbomb somebody that hard.
Don't tempt him.
I'm trying not to, but look at that. And then on top of all that, puts him through the table with that spin out sidewalk slam, and Mitchell is gone. He was absolutely gone. We're going to have somebody check on him. I hate to say it because he put up a hell of a fight, but ladies and gentlemen, it's now official. Typhon is in the match. And Tucker, Requiem, the main event for the world title is Typhon, Seraph, Damien, and Joe. I'd like to say I'm sorry in advance for what's about to happen. How are you?
No, you wouldn't.
No, I actually don't. I hate Joe Crusoe. I cannot wait for
And Joe
Requiem.
Crusoe hates you too.
That really doesn't mean anything to me, but I cannot wait for Requiem to see Joe Crusoe not only lose that world championship, but potentially lose his life. It's going to be a beautiful thing to see, ladies and gentlemen. Join us next week for Pulse.